Director of Youth.
Darren, this is a magnificent celebration tonight. We have the stands are filled. We have parents taking part. We have teachers taking part. We have families out here. Tell me, what did you do? What did your ministry do to make this what a success, the success that it is?
Well, definitely the senior management team of the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, and definitely the Division of Culture has worked extremely hard. I mean, Mr. Willa Francis, he's just been working hard at this thing for so many years. As we see, this is the 25th, if I'm not mistaken, the 25 years of wonderful partnership and definitely one ministry approach. Of course, we are the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture. By the exercise, I'm a one family dancer and enthusiast. By the exercise that's happening here, that's a sport. By what we're doing here is culture, and of course we have young people here along with their families, and Mr. Simon represents we the people. And you know, when I look here, I look to see what we are as a Bahamian generation, as Bahamian people, and we see that we are the people here present and accounted for, doing good things, positive people in positive places, doing positive things. And I think that speaks mountains to what we can do as Bahamians, what we are doing as Bahamians, and why we are celebrating our wonderful Bahamian heritage.
So, like you say, all of we is one.
All of we is one.
Let me ask. I'm trying to get the conversation going here. There's talk by the minister and others in the ministry about the possible move of Junior Junkanoo to another home, maybe an experiment at the new sports center, the stadium. What is your position on that, sir?
For me, I think that where it happens never really matters. Being a Junkanoo myself, the minute you lick up a drum, lick up a cowbell, and you got some whistles blowing, people will do it wherever they are. I mean, wherever we take it, it will be a success. And I think that speaks to the spirit of Junkanoo. When I hit Junkanoo in 2007 as a participant, and I will tell you that I can never ever go back to sitting in the bleachers ever again. If Junkanoo was in the water, I will probably end up with a very expensive costume in the water participating in Junkanoo, because it's what it is. It's infectious. It takes over you, and these young people are getting just a taste of what it is to be on that real parade, and what I think is the opportunity for us to sustain that wonderful thing called Junkanoo here in the Bahamas.
We also talk about the possible commercialization of the Junkanoo. I've been hearing this for many years, and it's making me sick. But it seems as if this ministry, they're prepared to reach out to stop the talking and get things moving in the area of commercialization of Junkanoo.
Well, I'll tell you that Minister Johnson is definitely a minister who is extremely progressive. And you know, when you think about it, Eddie Dame says it well, you know, what do we have here? And Willa Francis said it, what do we have in the Bahamas that no one else has? And you know what? We don't have Carnival, we don't have Crop Over, we have Junkanoo. And our people enjoy it, our people love it, our people participate in it. And you know, there's two things you don't talk about at the dinner table. You don't talk about politics, and you don't talk about Junkanoo. Myself and Shanique Miller, we've been at it now, even tonight, and I said, you know, I hope that all the other groups are ready for, you know, they come prepared with their pampas, because one family is going to take it. You know, I'm not sure if it's going to be pull-ups or depends or whatever it might be. But that's not a discussion for me to have at a dinner table, or even in an executive setting, because I get so emotional about that. You know, because there's a pride there, there is an enjoyment there. But at the end of the day, no matter what the results are, we enjoy it. We love we love it. We love to talk about it. We love to argue about it, and we love to do it. So you know what? Bring it to bay. Just rush.
Mr. Director, whether it's Saxons, Valley Roots, the music makers, all of you is one.
All of we is one.
I like that, and I thank you very much. Just before you part, though, are there anything new and exciting going on in your ministry that you may want to share with us?
We have a program called Project Connect 300 Connect, and really what that 300 Connect program seeks to do is it seeks to connect our young people through sports, through culture, and through different youth development programs all across our uniform organizations, faith-based organizations, across some of the other civic groups that are there, so that young people are able to understand some of the other opportunities that they have going on in the society, and you know, just to become like Nike and just do it, but understand that we can do it best when we are all involved. We can do it best when our private sector partners, when our public partners, and when our young people and our parents are connected together to make a difference.
Let me ask you, Mr. Director, are these initiatives Nassau-centric, or are they going to be reverberating throughout the Family Islands?
Well, we have already expanded many of these programs in the Family Islands. We've been to, I had the pleasure of going to Inagua the other day, and if you've never been to Inagua, then you need to go. It is absolutely beautiful. I went to Inagua with a compliment of my staff. We went to Exuma. We've done Abaco already. We are on our way to Bimini. We just met with San Salvador to we begin doing some programs in San Salvador. So we are definitely spreading this thing around the islands. Nassau is not the nation. Nassau happens to be the capital. And of course, we recognize that our islands, we're the islands of the Bahamas, and we must spread these things to all the islands. And my minister is definitely a proponent of that, and he's been very progressive in his approach in allowing all of his directors to spread their wings amongst the islands.
Let me ask, with all of these new initiatives, is there a way or is there a plan to put all of this together as, say, the preambles to a national cultural policy? Because it'll be a shame to know that, as governments come and go, these ideas will be pushed aside and maybe tell me.
Well, I can't speak in reference to culture, but I know that there's some significant policy work that's been doing and some investigations that's been going on in reference to the cultural conclave that happened some years ago, some discussions about culture. But I will tell you that there is a draft national youth policy that we presented the minister with in October 29th to be exact. And that includes so many different aspects of youth development in the country, culture being a part of that, employment being a part of that, entrepreneurship being a part of that, education being a part of that. So many different facets of the society where young people have not been the major stakeholders, and technically we are the major stakeholders of this country. We are the inheritors of this great country, and so we should also have a voice and a policy that protects and supports us as well.
I almost call you Mr. Minister.
Mr. No, Director. I am an aide to my minister.
There you go, and a good one too. Let me ask, with all this beauty around us, all this magnificent costuming and all this music, is your ministry, now not the videographers that we have here, not the photographers, is your ministry recording all of this beauty, recording all of this music and storing it away in some kind of a data bank? Are you? The ministry has definitely been doing that. I mean, every single day when there's information or there's something happening, we try our best to complete a resource center. And we're in the middle of doing the research as well, making sure that we understand that we have all the information that's out there in reference to our respective divisions, and that we're keeping it from databases of talent to databases of information that's pertinent to the development of culture, sports, and youth throughout the last few years that I know for me that's been under my watch. We definitely recognize that we have to transcribe that into history. I must say you are a great support to your minister. For what you're saying to me tonight, it seems as if you've hit the ground running, or you're continuing the trot, whatever it is. But it is magnificent, and I want to at this time thank you, and at the same time send it down to Gandhi or Anastasia, who is somewhere down there amidst all the action. Ladies, any one of you, take it away.